Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For a Pittsburgh Steeler.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And some room to work. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
The Houston ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And there's a good reception there by Will Fuller. And if you're looking for breakout players in 2020, he's a big-time candidate for it because he has a rapport with Deshaun Watson. And now with DeAndre Hopkins no longer in Houston, he could be their top receiver.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Now Johnson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Could have gone with a ground game there, opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying it. In this case, he didn't make anyone miss out on the perimeter. Got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And brings up 4th down. It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the posts.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves. Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On the ground, it's McFarland. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Texans' 49-yard line.
On 2nd down now, McFarland. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Steeler 1st down on a pickup of 11 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw Dobbs. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-0, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Houston ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
Watson to give. This is Johnson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd and a couple. Watson, screenplay, Johnson. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 50, it's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
First down, Houston.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play action here on first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Watson. Finding fouls complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Good carry and pickup for a first down there by David Johnson, and he has a chance to fill a lot of voids for this Houston Texans team. They lost a 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle. But back in 2016, David Johnson led the NFL in all-purpose yards with the Arizona Cardinals. The Texans will be happy to see that guy all year long.
And that's caught out wide by Cooks. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Catch there by Brandon Cooks, and it's hard to believe that he's on his 4th team in 5 years because he's produced everywhere that he's been. Houston hoping to see the Brandon Cooks that they saw in New Orleans, in New England, and in Los Angeles. 2019, though, was his first year under 1,000 yards since 2014. He's looking for a bounce back.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Johnson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
That's out to the left and complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Texans 10, Steelers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Sutton on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try to put some pressure on the defense.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Connor. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
James Conner on the carry. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 4 yards.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
37-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Watson. Throw left side, complete. It's Fuller. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
so 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. To the air yet again, Watson. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Dobbs. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
A final shot before break. Dobbs. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of
an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
brings up 2nd and 9.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Watson. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Watson steps away to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And take it right on the 30. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
48-yard line.
On first down, McFarland. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It's a big play there for the Steelers. 46 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
They'll run with McFarland. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Dobbs being chased out, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack.
And goal.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. That drive took them inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold them to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Johnson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A quick toss outright. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 16 yards.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Duke Johnson.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First down, Texans.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
Pass complete to Brandon
Cooks. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Texans 17. Steelers 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Texans.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go to Johnson again. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw. Steps away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
He was brought down by
now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
35-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Steelers. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one. And it caught.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Texans 17.
So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Second down. It's Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Houston,